I really want to end this murder mystery before I head off for tonight, to be completely honest, so... Yeah, it's all on the maps. In Henry Maps. Rabstein Mill Ruin. So this must be Rabstein, Stein. What's this place? Never been here.
Quick!
Get chased by a bull.
Gah!
Oh, let me guess, bandits.
Get out of here!
Whoa! Whoa!
Clear off!
Bro, I'm gonna chop you up.
You're a dead man! Attack! Come and help us!
I'm gonna assume the rest of them might be sleeping, to be honest. Is this the only guy, or... Fuck off, that did much damage to me. Seems a bit rich. There we go. Da-na-na-na, na-na-na-na. Good night, little friend. Captain's mace, very nice. Jasper anal beads. Is there any more? There's a couple. Go to sleep.
What did he say?
I think someone woke up. There he is. Hey buddy, how are you?
No!
Yeah, man, go to sleep. Feel like that's everyone here. Second-hand anal beads. They're like, oh, they've still got some slime on them. Ah, there's one more. Hey mate, go to sleep. Oh, actually, missed it. It's not go to sleep, it's stay asleep. Still warm. I pulled them out of his asshole. Sleeps with them like in. Gave him the old Beyblade start before I put the knife in him. Just ripped the ripcord out. Yep. Yeah, I think that was everything that I needed from that place. Sad lad. What's going on? Why, thank you very much, brother. I don't know who those people are that we've jumped in, but from my Australian lad, the respect. You fucking sick, like, you know what? You are indeed a fucking sick cunt. Much appreciated, man. God damn. Ah, that makes sense. We got over it pretty quick. We don't complain about things a year after the fact. We're pretty chill. Reparations is always nice, but yeah, it is what it is. So random. $5 for colonization. Yeah. Funnily enough, my ancestors also participated in the colonization. So thanks, sucker. I got that fresh Scottish and Irish background, buddy. Was it? Was it really?
Quick!
You don't know what 1/64th I am. Honor of colonization.
Go!
When am I going to stop what?
Whoa!
But he was fit as a
The
fiddle.
colonizing?
What happened?
They
Never.
say he went to bed healthy, but never woke up. It's a mystery.
God, that's terrible.
His mother said he'd been complaining he couldn't feel his left arm, and that he was seeing things.
And he was dead in the morning.
I think they were just talking about someone having a straight up heart attack. Fuck's pinned. Fuck's point. Anyway, get up.
Bless you, sir.
Are you Pint?
Pine?
I am. Why?
I'm looking for his dinner.
I don't know any Stenner.
Sternad said something different.
You're a friend of Sternard's, are you?
Ah, God forbid. That's all I need. A friend like that bastard.
This game
But
misses
he
a
was
good
the only
old
one who really
plague.
knew Denner.
Ah, shit.
You're right.
Hey,
there.
Vonksy, what's going on, man?
Stenner was always cursing him.
Was good.
He was as lazy as a pig, but always wanted his share.
So you knew
Back
Denner?
for some more KCD action.
Can you tell me anything about her?
I know Stenner all right, but she ain't been here in some
The
time.
Dutchman, the
Why are you
Flying
looking for
Dutchman.
her? What do you want from her?
I'm looking for a... Back in the city, they think she's either dead or run off somewhere. And you're the
Be for
last
long.
person to see her before she went missing.
Whatever.
What can you tell me about Denner?
Good old
She always
plague.
had it hard. She lost her parents and her home as a child. She had to learn to take care of herself.
Someone
What
banned
about
the
Sternad?
spoiler.
How does he fit into this?
Sternard was her guardian angel, as she used to say. If she hadn't been thieving with him, she probably would have ended up a whore. But by sharing with him, she could do what she wanted.
Uh-huh. I'm surprised she stuck with him as long as she did.
That's
Have
because
they confirmed DLC for this?
she had a hideout somewhere nearby.
I haven't really looked, to be honest.
That's why she'd come to me with her loot, before they taxed her on the spot. And the last time she was here, she said one more haul like this, and she'll be able to go wherever she wanted, to Prague or Vienna.
I heard she wanted to sell you some valuables. Is that true?
Oh, aye. She had a good haul. No rubbish. Mostly jewelry, rings, one
yeah,
signet ring with a
roadmap
coat
and
of arms
post-launch.
and everything. She left it all here. I paid her a pretty sum of coin. It was a good thing she had a
Summer
basket with her.
brushes with
Otherwise, she
death,
couldn't have carried it
Legacy
all.
of the Forge,
what about that signet
Mysteria,
ring?
Ecclesia.
Do you still have it?
She didn't sell me the
3
ring.
DLCs right now.
She wanted to keep it. Said it'd bring her luck someday.
To explore Sedlat's monastery to stop the spread of a deadly illness. Fair enough. Interesting.
Do you know what kind of luck she meant? Did you recognize the signet
Yeah, I'd
on
love
the
to see what
ring?
my kill count
No.
actually is.
I didn't recognize that signet. But all the while, Dana was giggling to herself.
Very interesting.
I reckon she had her eye on another mark.
Where did she go next from here? You said she had a lot of coin on her.
That she did. She also had a feeling someone was following her. Someone on a horse.
Someone followed her on a horse from Kuttenberg. Did she say what he looked like?
She didn't. At first, she thought it was some wealthy lord out for a ride. But he held back. Never passed by her and...
And did you see him? Did he come all the way here?
No. But Stena thought he would show. She even left her scarf here and paid some girl to walk around with it to make it look like she was still here.
Yeah,
then where'd she go?
right.
She wanted to go the back way, through the woods, so nobody could follow her. Past the woods is a road and a ford across a stream. Next to it is a huge boulder. When it rains, the water can rise fast. The road goes on to Kuttenberg.
Well, if it leads back to the road and there was really someone following her, I reckon if they saw she was long in returning, they could have waited for her at the ford, no?
Fuck!
Just want to get into the
That's
monastery.
quite possible. I made a point of looking, but I didn't see any riders that day. So I forgot about it.
Could have been Father
And could it
Prokop.
have been Father Prokop following her?
What do I know? If he has a horse and fancy clothes. But why would he do it?
I heard he wanted to find her an honest job, but she wasn't interested.
Right.
I don't know. She didn't say...
And could it have been William?
And who would that be?
He's this bard she was seeing.
I don't know about that.
You
I
just
don't
start
remember her
name
mentioning
dropping
nobody
people,
by
being
that name.
like, oh,
No.
could it have been
I'll go and check
William?
out that ford. Maybe I'll
What
find
about
something there.
Father
Hope you
Prokop.
don't.
Like expecting them to.
Take care, sir.
Anyway, go back to sleep, buddy. But Matt, I haven't killed anyone in that way. Vonksy gets it. Sad lad, brother. Going all out. Appreciate you, man. I love it. Don't have to, bro. You can chill down. You stop spending your allowance on me. Keep your schmeckles. Thanks, brother. I love you. Love it. Hey, I got paid today.
There has to be that ford Pike was talking about. I should take a look around here.
Well, fuck me, isn't it?
This must be that basket of silver Zdena was carrying with her. She wouldn't have just left that here. But where did it come from? Maybe it rolled down the hill?
Brother, let me follow the actual, like, blood trail. Sugar daddy. Yeah, 300 groschen. It ain't an allowance. Whoopsie. What's going on over here? I don't know, man. I'm just playing the game. Alright, where is she being viciously torn apart from? Twitch glitch? Yeah, could be a Twitch glitch, yeah, 100%. Ah, there she is. Absolutely fucking donkeys.
Poor thing. She didn't get very far.
That's true.
She's been lying here a long time. At first glance, this body isn't as mutilated as the others.
I know, I've just seen it go like this for most of today, so I don't know.
Unfortunately, I can't
Don't
tell
worry
if
about the
somebody
viewers and
strangled
hear about
her
the people
like
that are in the
others.
chat.
She's been lying here too long for that, but her head is smashed in. Either the murderer hit her with a
Still
rock
has titties,
or
yeah.
dashed her
Sus.
hard against the ground. She must have put up a fight. Or maybe he lost his patience. Oh, she's all stuck to her clothes. They're torn up, but I don't see any cuts. The rips are odd. Like someone was looking for something.
Damn her limbs?
Oh, I can't make much out by now. But it seems as if the fingers on her right hand are broken.
Yeah, they don't look very great.
Did the murderer torture her? Or was he trying to get something out of her hand? Oh, my God. Oh, something fell out of her. A signet ring. Oh,
Fell out
that must
of
be
her.
the one she stole. How did it get inside her? Did she swallow it herself? Or did the murderer shove it in there? Was she trying to hide it? Or was it punishment for stealing? Well, that's enough. But what is... I'd say she put up a decent fight, and that's about all I can find out. But that ring is a good...
She broke every finger, yeah. She gave it that fucking Izuku Midoriya. 100%. Alright, so where are we at? Alright. Let's travel all the way back up to Kutenberg. Probably gonna get ambushed. Fair enough, Lion's got experience. Kill these people.
Now you're gonna get it.
G'day lads, how are we? Get fucking dunked, mate.
Fuck around, Sammy. Show your stuff.
Alright. Imagine just someone's like, oh, I have broken my hand before. Ah, lol. Piss weak. Relax your fists. Alright, where's this Muppet? Alright, Jumia.
I found out some interesting things about those murders. Just like you said.
That's wonderful news. But wait a while. I promised Catherine we'd wait for her.
You know Catherine?
She came to see me soon after you did, and started asking me questions. Just like you.
Were you sent for?
No.
So, we're all here.
I hope nobody else shows up.
Dig up the
How did
dragon
it go?
bones.
I reckon I've found out all I can.
And do you know who the murderer is?
Not exactly,
I don't know if he
but I have
took
a
it.
few ideas.
I've asked around a bit, and I have my own suspicions.
Is that
You
so?
give me the option to loot anything off her,
See-
so...
I was trying to recall some more details, and I had someone come to mind as well.
Well, I didn't do all this for nothing, did I?
Well, I...
Fucking spit.
Well?
Oh.
Who do you suspect now?
Well, I'd say William did it. The minstrel.
You can't be serious. He's innocent.
Uh-huh. And who do you think it was?
Prokop. I'm sure of
Oh,
it.
here we go.
No. Really? That's impossible. It couldn't have been him.
So I see we disagree. Too bad. We could have been done with it quickly.
Well, who do you think it was then?
I'm not entirely sure. First, I'll tell you what I found out, and then it might be easier for us.
Go on then. Starting with who?
Let's talk about Yarka, the one raised by Father Prokop.
What did you learn about her?
She was raised by
Prokop
Prokop.
didn't just raise her out of the goodness of his heart. He was actually her uncle.
Really? But he still could have killed her.
100%.
His own relative.
Why not? He's a priest. I'm sure he knows the story of Cain and Abel.
True.
Prokop also admitted that he didn't know how to handle her, and perhaps he was too strict.
What do you expect from a Bible thumper? Man punishes and God forgives. It never occurs to them that if man didn't punish, God wouldn't have to forgive.
Well, maybe I wouldn't hold
Very
it
true.
against him. He really tried to make sure she was well taken care of. He wanted to find her a husband, too.
And did you learn who he found?
No. I think it fell apart when Yarka started rebelling. Yarka started working for the von Grolla family, where she remained until her death.
I was there to ask whether she'd given them any trouble, but they said she was always thorough and reliable.
Ah, so what's the story with von Grolls?
A very wealthy and important family. The mother is quite devout, known to spend a lot of time in prayer. Old von Grolla's been sick for years. Can't even get out of bed.
So, who runs affairs?
That would be young Hendel. They say he's quite successful.
She's pregnant.
And now, most importantly, Yarka was pregnant when they killed her.
I didn't know that. Do you know for sure? So they gutted her.
To make it impossible to tell she was pregnant, I wouldn't be surprised.
May God forgive us.
Do you know who she was pregnant with? Because if we know who the father is, we'll likely know who the killer is.
She didn't tell Prokop.
It had to be someone from those dances. Maybe William.
This guy's like dead set that he wants fucking William.
Before her death, I heard she often went to dances.
There's nothing wrong or surprising about that. But maybe she found someone there.
Maybe. Prokop was
fucking
convinced
William.
that she went to see William. That was actually the only name he mentioned.
That doesn't mean anything.
It means she had some relationship with William. Or at least knew
So
him.
far, Von Groll is popping up.
Prokop is convinced that she was murdered by that bard, William.
And I agree with him. I heard the daughters of important men come to see him. It even went so far he had to flee the city. And the moment he's back, there's another murder.
Really? But I found out you accused Prokop first, Lumir.
What? Why?
It doesn't matter. It was a mistake. And I paid for it.
And were you as sure then as you are now about William?
I don't think so. But he's a skirt chaser. If he got Yarka pregnant, then...
Perhaps. But why would he kill and mutilate her?
Yeah.
He could have just run away.
Like
but
a
then he could
normal
never
dad.
come back.
Why not? He could come back a year later once things have died down, the child would be born, the shame forgotten, and nobody would bring it up again.
I suppose that makes sense. That's all I was able to find out.
You still found out more than I did.
But it's not enough. We still don't know who the killer is.
But we can agree that she was killed because of her pregnancy, can't we?
Agreed. Somebody got rid of her to make sure nobody found out she was pregnant.
I'm sure William wanted...
William
Fuck
isn't
me.
the only man with a prick. And he certainly didn't use it to strangle her to death.
Such language. What are you trying to say?
That William isn't the only man in the city. It could have been anyone. And now we'll never find out.
I'm not saying it couldn't have been him. Though I don't think it was. It just seems foolish to only focus on him.
I suppose you're right. Let's forget it.
I
Yep.
managed to find Stanya.
Alive? You found her alive?
I did. Alive and well. Hiding with the charcoal burners.
So, she's not one of our victims?
No.
She is.
Well,
She just
yeah.
managed to escape the killer. She said she was attacked on her way home from the baths. She heard somebody talking in a side street, but it was empty. But when we walked by, someone grabbed her by the throat and started strangling her.
In German.
And how did she manage to get away?
She was holding an empty pitcher, and she smashed the killer in the face with it. He either got startled or hurt, but he let her go.
Did she get a look at him? Did
Strangled
she
him in
take his
German.
eye out or something?
No, she didn't stop to find out. Just ran.
What
which is probably why she survived.
And what about the blood in the bedroom?
She cut her hand on the broken pitcher. She didn't stay in her room for long. She was still so scared that she grabbed her things and ran off to her beloved charcoal burner.
Nine. Anyway, fucking hell. Yep.
She said she returned from the baths in the evening regularly, and somebody knew exactly which way she would take and where to wait for her.
You mean someone followed her beforehand to figure out where to ambush her?
Who knew that she went to the baths?
Apparently everyone in the tavern. She didn't hide the fact. She also said she was sure it wasn't Mole. He may be a pig, but the evening she ran home, he was in bed snoring.
Yep.
According to Stanya, the murderer had a terribly strong grip. Her neck was bruised for almost a month.
Doesn't almost every man have a strong grip?
Depending on what they take in hand every day. A tankard, a quill, or a hammer.
Except none of our suspects are miners or blacksmiths, eh? According to Stanya, the murderer didn't say a word the entire time.
That's strange, right? I'd expect him to at least call her a whore.
The only word he uttered was when she smashed him in the face with the pitcher. He said Scheisse.
So, we're looking for a German?
Even I say Scheiße sometimes, and I'm not German.
Yeah, but like instinctively.
Besides that, she also recalled hearing two voices in the alley. Someone was talking to the killer.
So we have a witness. Now, just to find him.
Or an accomplice. If I remember correctly, the other one must have seen the whole thing, right? And he didn't go to report it.
I asked Stanya if she knew Prokop. She said no.
Maybe she just doesn't remember him. Or he gave a different name, or...
I don't think Father Prokop is the type to frequent the worst tavern in Kuttenberg.
Stanya admitted that she
Dude,
knows
dog
William.
fucking yapping out there.
He flirted with her and tried to get to know her better, but nothing came of it.
And that's probably why he wanted to kill her. And likely rape her before that.
Well, perhaps, but Stanya doesn't think so.
What's that dog doing,
She's sure
bro?
it wasn't William. And no matter what they say about him, in her eyes he's a
Repeat
good
Dutch,
lad.
not German.
And that's all that Stanya told me.
I'm so glad that girl is alive.
Me too.
Dutch
At least
pancakes.
someone's had a little luck. Does she want to come back, or...?
I don't think she'll come back. She said I managed to find his dead.
You found her? Is she alive too?
No. Unfortunately, she's dead.
And where did you find her?
Pretty far away. Near the mill she used to sell things at. Someone caught her in the forest when she was coming home with a load of coin and killed her. I reckon she put up a hell of a fight. So the killer got nervous and ended things quickly.
So he didn't strangle or mutilate her?
She'd been lying in the woods for a long time, so I couldn't really tell. But he definitely didn't hack her up like the others. Judging by what her accomplice said, she robbed someone good. She had so much jewelry on her, she could hardly carry it. And what's odd is when she was murdered, the killer left her basket of valuables behind.
So I reckon he didn't kill her for the money.
Father Prokop came looking for his dinner and nearly cursed her on the spot.
What did he have in common with a thief?
He had also looked after her, but unlike Yarka, she ended up on the street, and he took it
He
badly.
didn't like it. He wasn't a fan.
Zdena tried to rob young von Grolle. It's possible she succeeded.
Von Grolle? Yarka worked for them, didn't she?
Ah, that whole family is suspicious.
Assumptions. Nothing more.
I'd say it's pretty obvious. Why else would I have found that ring on her?
They just left the ring by her body? That's odd, isn't it?
It wasn't by her body. It was inside of it. I don't know if she swallowed it herself or someone shoved it in her.
Ah, that's awful. But I can't say it surprises me.
My mouth is starting to hurt from all this blabbering.
So are my ears and head.
Come now, we're nearly there. We just need to find our suspect. So, Henry,
I reckon it's one of the Von Grolls.
I expect one of the von Grolles.
What leads you to think that?
are you sure it wasn't William?
Start with Zidane.
Stenna robbed von Grolle.
That's true.
It's all coming together, isn't it?
Yarka was their maidservant until she started rebelling, right?
Yes. Do you
William.
think she was rebelling because of someone in particular?
Perhaps the young lord?
That's possible.
Alice had a young and wealthy suitor. And young von Grolle fits both descriptions.
True, true.
We could be getting somewhere.
Yarka was pregnant. And if the father was young von Grolle, it would make sense if he got rid of her.
Sakura, you're right.
But William
But-
could have
but-
fucked her too. Just
I
saying.
don't know,
And
fucking
that's
know
all I
that.
can pin on him.
But
So,
William could have
do we
done it all.
agree that it was young von
Fuck
Groll?
William.
Well, old von
He wouldn't
Grolle
listen to
can't
my
do much
song
now,
requests.
can he?
So do we really agree that our most likely suspect is young von
Fuck
Grolle?
William.
Aye. I agree.
I don't have a problem with it. Little rich boys are capable of anything.
We need to
But
find.
what are we gonna do about
trophies?
it? Our suspicions aren't enough.
They'll just laugh at us without something more tangible.
So you want to search their house?
There's nothing else we can do. There must be a clever way to do it.
We have to find some evidence. None of our conjecture is enough. What will we do?
You could sneak in there.
Or break in?
Catherine, that's not necessary. The young lad wants to learn swordsmanship, and the old one is sick and always calling for a physician.
So I can either pretend to
Okay.
be a sawbones or a swordsman, or break in? That's a lot of options.
You're a clever lad. You'll figure it out.
Alright. Infiltrate the house.